Why, looky here. I hear you folks are on your very last coffee break at this here OMCA conference. Now back in my day, a coffee break meant taking a ladleful right out of the barrel. I don't want any of you to get zozzled, but since there's nothing wrong with putting a little nip in your sip, I'm going to share with you my favorite special coffee recipe. Just so long as you promise not to tell anyone. What you do is brew up a batch of very strong coffee. I'm talking so strong that it blocks out the sun when you hold it up to the sky. Carefully pour the rich coffee into your favorite mug, right up to the very top, and wait until you can feel the heat coming off of it. Next, toss the coffee out the window and replace it with your best moonshine. Take a deep sip and enjoy the notes of coffee blended with your spirits. Trust me, your afternoon is going to fly by. Now I gotta tell you that where I am from, giggle water used to flow as freely as the streams and rivers that fed the mills. Where's that, you ask? Excellent question. And let me describe it this way. If Toronto were the boiler the corn mash goes into, then York, Durham, and Headwaters are the copper coils and condensers above it that produce the liquid gold we all yearn for. There was a time a while back when a bunch of wet blankets got together and tried to make the consumption of spirits illegal. These teetotalers blamed bad behavior and societal decay on alcohol and made it publicly shameful to be seen imbibing. Did this stop production? Well, heck no. Where there is demand, human ingenuity will find a way to supply. Welcome to the age of bootlegging. Now, you people may already know this, but if not, you heard it here first. The folks at Central County's tourism are the bee's knees. They've spent years collecting yarns and folklore about the lucrative business of alcohol production and the struggle to ban it from society. And what's better, they weave these stories around roots that take you to today's modern-day bootleggers. Distilleries, wineries, breweries, and cideries still abound in the wilds above the big city. Of course, these days, they aren't hidden away in woods and swamps. They're proudly on display in open defiance of those teetotalers in the temperance movement. We want your group to learn about the rich history of bootlegging while experiencing the award-winning craft beverages bottled and poured throughout the Central Counties region. What's better, there's a few ways you can do it. Why, it can be as simple as shoving everyone into your jalopy, choosing one of 4 preset routes, and pressing play on the audio guide. Of course, you're going to want to call the proprietors of each of the blind pigs you are planning on visiting so they know you are coming, especially if you want to include tastings as part of your visit. And believe me, you do. Now, if you really want your day to be ducky, me and a cousin or two will hop on board for the ride and entertain you with stories and songs from the era. We'd love to get to know your guests, and we'll take care of the arrangements at all of the stops. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's some folks, who may or may not be friends of mine, who host supper clubs, something that you cannot tell anyone about. These backroom events include a meal, some of our finest liquids, and entertainment by me and some of my gang. Your group will love it, assuming they aren't wet blankets. If the fuzz don't have to bust up gatherings of 25 or more by spring, and we dearly hope they don't have to, your groups are going to be itching to get out there and wet their whistles. Trust me on this. I know my onions. To hear more about the Temperance and Temptation program and how to start your bootlegging adventure, just follow the links here.